Thanksgiving is almost here. Are you hosting? Because we have some excellent Thanksgiving tea party ideas to make this year delicious and fun. Here are some tips on how to add more creativity to your unbreakable traditions by incorporating tea into your Thanksgiving plans. Fresh flower bouquets are always a lovely complement to the centerpiece table display. But how about switching those fresh flowers out for something functional and show-stopping? Blooming tea flowers are a spin on the traditional floral arrangement and are just as beautiful to look at as they are fun to drink. You can steep tea flowers multiple times or just let them sit on the table for a show-stopping experience. Blooming tea in a glass teapot will have your guests appreciating flower art at its finest. You can encourage the connection between tea and mindfulness with this Thanksgiving party idea. In a corner of a quiet room, set up a tranquil tea corner with a chair or pillows and tea light candles on a small table. Invite your guests to experience their own private moment of reflection and thankfulness in private while sipping on a cup of tea. Your main courses have been devoured, but there is always room for dessert. And tea. Another Thanksgiving party idea is to set up a dessert buffet with tea on the side. And maybe coffee for the family members who insist on all-American coffee. Tea mixes so naturally with alcohol and gives a nice spin to mocktails too. Create a recipe infused with tea for an extra something special at your Thanksgiving party. Some Thanksgiving tea cocktail ideas are chai-spiced bourbon and Earl Grey martinis. You can also fix up a hearty helping of a signature harvest iced tea for that mocktail experience. We firmly believe iced tea recipes should be enjoyed all throughout the year, especially next to a roaring fire. Adding tea to drinks and desserts might seem obvious, but how about adding tea to your side dishes and other Thanksgiving recipes? For this Thanksgiving party idea, you can use the tea leaves themselves or infuse sauces, dishes, and spices with tea for a unique spin and flavor that your guests won't be able to put a finger on. Here is a list of ways you can use tea in a plethora of dishes. Custard-like desserts are one of the best mediums for tea infusions. Heat up your cream or milk and steep the tea in the liquid for at least 5 minutes before straining and cooling down. With this simple infusion trick, you can make anything from chai tea creme brulee to jasmine green tea ice cream and even coconut biscotti tea-flavored flan. Applesauce is so easy to make, and you can use herbal tea to add extra fruity flavor. Heat up cut and peeled apples over the stovetop with a hearty splash of steeped herbal tea until the apples are soft. Smash them with a potato masher or fork to enjoy homemade fruity applesauce, a healthy snack without any added sugar that you can feel good about. Salad dressings are a creative way to add some of that delicious tea flavor to your bed of greens. You can infuse your olive oil with tea and let it sit on the counter, allowing it to get stronger over time. Or add a small but strongly steeped dose of tea to your dressing for an extra burst of unique flavor. You can use tea in place of water for just about everything, including rice or quinoa. You can switch out the water for an equal amount of steeped tea. You can also add tea leaves directly to the recipe for a more potent flavor that comes from a longer steeping time. Brighten up any chicken salad recipe with a splash of bold tea. Steep a very strong cup of your favorite complimentary tea and add it directly to your chicken salad, leaves and all. It adds a burst of flavor and helps keep the chicken a little more juicy. Try a plain English breakfast tea or a daring fruity blend like pineapple ginger green tea. If there's fruit in your chicken salad, a fruity tea might help bring out the flavor.